In this episode, I'm going to teach you how to build the ultimate mangrove swamp themed treehouse in 1.19. Okay, so step one before building the epic tree base that I'm going to build here, I need to get more materials because I only have the slime from last video and not a lot of food and not an axe, so I'm gonna go build that and I'll be back. Alrighty, so now that we have mostly everything we need, the first step of it all is to clear out this area and fill it in with stuff that we need. So I'm gonna start cutting down all these trees and stealing their leaves. Alright, so to start us off, I will make it so that the base finally can get rid of this magma block, which is causing me grief. That actually doesn't look too bad. How'd you get in? The problem with this color palette is that the inside of a mangrove tree is pink. I'm gonna go try and find a tree with a similar block palette to that, and I think I have one in mind. Versus... Ooh, that's not bad. So that's mangrove on the left and that's dark on the right. So yeah, I think we figured out that like that is probably as close as we can get to that block palette. It depends if we go lighter or darker. I reckon the darker look is going to look better. So it's just that it looks like a piece of raw beef on the inside. So I reckon. To be honest, I don't think it looks that ridiculous. I reckon it gives it a bit of texture. And this guy is just jumping around. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think the mangrove and dark wood palette does work. So essentially it's the same design, it's just a mangrove arch, 2 middle blocks here. Give the corners a bit of depth. I'm going to do it on the other side, and then I'm going to build the roofs to be this color. Let's start making the roof. Ah! Boop. That's cool. I'm a big fan of this. Okay. So that's all done. This room is more or less complete. I'm going to repeat the thing on the other side. That looks cool, except I need to fix one side to have, and then it makes it look even. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4. I reckon it's going to be as tall as this cigarette thing that I've made. Okay, so the next step in what we're going to do is get dirt. One handy tip that I learnt from YouTube was that if you grab some tree saplings and place them above these areas, it is so much easier to make it look better for your... because we're going to make this tree house covered in trees, so just to be safe, I'm going to grab a bit of dirt, and then from here I'm just going to place it on top, and then there you go, and then we can cover around it too. And I'm aware that, like, because this is a mangrove swamp, the mangrove leaves look different, but we're just getting the overall shape, you know, and then I'm going to fill the leaves around it, like I'm just going to cover it with leaves, essentially. Boom, I feel like this space over here is a bit, and I have so many mangrove leaves. Yep, so it's kind of lopsided on one side, so you know, I'll build out a few blocks this way, and then I'll, you know, and a few blocks that way, and a few blocks that way, just to give it some more depth. You can choose to break down the trunks if you want to, for the extra wood. I might keep them just so that it gives me a bit of a reference point, and I can just sort of fill them all with leaves anyway, so it's more just whatever you want to do. The dirt pieces, just make sure you leave one like that. There we go, that looks more full, and it's built half of the tree. So I'm gonna do a couple more up on top. This is just to give it some space. So the glass here is just to stop all the bamboo from falling off, which is what we did before. Basically how the redstone works is that the piston is hooked up to the observer, and that's placed below the bottom. Make sure that you leave a space, because if you did what I did before, when the bamboo grows, the piston's going to push out the bottom block, and then that's just going to stop them from growing. And so then when that breaks, like it did right now, it's going to fall into this bottom bit here, where it says bamboo. So yeah, of course we're working on the distribution of everything, but I'm sure once it accumulates over time, then it's just going to hit whatever the maximum is. For now, I'm going to put it all as manual, and then I'll figure out a way to automate it all. Maybe I might get it to come around here and then just come down there, but for now, pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to leave that for now. I wanted to credit Mia Bloom, who created a original video on how to build a treehouse. It was largely inspired off that, and I used a lot of her design, so feel free to check that out in the description below. I hope you guys enjoy this build, and if you have any suggestions on how to make it better, feel free to like and subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!